everyone. So we're going to do a dehydration reaction with sugar. So when you hydrate something, that means you're putting water in. And this reaction, the reaction is going to take the water out. Okay. And we're taking the water out of sugar. Now it's not going to look all nice after we're done with it. So anyway, I want to measure some of this sulfuric acid. So sulfuric acid is a dehydrating agent. There we go. So we did 60 mils. I don't want you to do this at home. Okay, so we're all doing this all properly. So to get the reaction going, we're going to add the sulfuric acid to the sugar. And I'm just going to give this another wipe. Okay, wipe here. What I want with this glass piece here is to just have something to stir with, and then we're going to have a reaction. It's going to give us a pillar, a black pillar of carbon. Okay, so this is going to be our thing that's going to hold up our pillar of carbon. So that's just regular sugar, in there. Gonna stand it up. It's gonna fall over. But not right away. So I'm gonna put the sulfuric acid in there, and then I'm gonna stir it, not for too long, but just to get the reaction going, and then let it take off from there. Alrighty, so putting in the sulfuric acid. I'm letting the sulfuric acid run down the length of the stirring rod so that there's no splashing that way. Okay, so now I'm going to stir this. Stirring. Should I sing the old Stirring My Brew song? Stirring and stirring and stirring my brew. Oh, it's changed color. I think we got more to go though. So this is getting fairly dense to stir, and I'm going to let go of it pretty soon. But I'd like to get the full effect of this really neat reaction. I'm just going to hold that stirring rod there, and the sugars are kind of stiffening up a little bit, and it's going to stiffen up a little more. Maybe I better stir a little more, huh? Okay. Now this is starting to get pretty hot, this beaker, this little beaker at the bottom here. Okay, I think it's ready to take off here. See, look at that. Okay, it's got so hot, the water is boiling out of there. It's a steam. See that? Now you don't have to comment on what that looks like or what you do or don't like about it, but that's the carbon. It's made itself a pillar of carbon here. It's going to cool off. Now there might have been some micro droplets coming off the that pillar of sulfuric acid and getting on me a little bit. So I'm going to get rid of this these gloves here and just maybe wash my hands a little bit up around here. And that is the the pillar of carbon experiment right there. You might hear it called something else. It's very hot there, and also there's still a lot of sulfuric acid on that carbon. The sugar's been carbonized, but there's still some sugar in there. It's not a perfect reaction. We'd have to do a lot of mixing to make it mix perfectly. But we just let that cool, and that's pretty much the experiment.